gorgeous late summer afternoon. It's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And the Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Herbert. A slant route caught by Bateman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles Harley, this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory receptions in that game. But this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Montgomery. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1st down, Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Murray. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
They threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One that's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Cook is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Herbert setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert now. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert, that's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, it's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. That's complete to McBride. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got the first down and more. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Swift. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Swift, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson for the extra point try. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this off to Swift. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Here, kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They run the counter with Cook, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.